Prophecy, Isaiah 50:6c and fulfillment, Matthew 27 verse 30. He was smitten on the cheeks. The book of Isaiah contains numerous prophecies that foreshadow the life and ministry of the coming Messiah, Jesus Christ. One such prophecy in Isaiah 50:6c speaks of the suffering and humiliation that the servant of God would endure, specifically being smitten on the cheeks. This prophecy finds its fulfillment during the events leading up to Jesus' crucifixion, as recorded in the New Testament, particularly in Matthew 27 verse 30. The fulfillment of this prophecy reveals the depth of Christ's sacrificial love and the extent of his willingness to bear the burden of humanity's sin. Isaiah's prophecy. Isaiah 50:6c foretells. I gave my cheeks to those who strike, I hid not my face from disgrace and spitting. The fulfillment in Matthew 27 verse 30. The fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecy is recorded in Matthew 27 verse 30, where Jesus, after being arrested and handed over to the Roman soldiers for crucifixion, faced severe mistreatment and humiliation. The verse states, "And they spat on him and took the reed and struck him on the head." The context of the fulfillment. At this point in the Gospel narrative, Jesus had already endured physical abuse, mockery, and a series of unjust trials before the religious leaders and Roman authorities. Now, he stood before a brutal Roman cohort, where the soldiers subjected him to further humiliation and cruelty. The suffering servant's humiliation. The fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecy reveals the heart-wrenching moment when Jesus, the suffering servant, endured immense suffering and degradation at the hands of the soldiers. They spat on him, a gesture of utter contempt, and then struck him on the head with a reed, mocking him as a king with a makeshift crown of thorns. Enduring the indignity with love. Crucially, Jesus did not respond with anger or retaliation. Instead, he endured this profound indignity with grace and love, reflecting his unwavering commitment to fulfilling God's redemptive plan for humanity. Jesus' response to this abuse exemplifies his sacrificial love and his willingness to bear the burden of our sins. A message of redemption. The fulfillment of Isaiah 50:6c and Matthew 27 verse 30 serves as a poignant reminder of the depth of Christ's love for humanity. Despite facing unimaginable suffering and humiliation, Jesus willingly endured it all for the sake of our salvation. His sacrificial love demonstrates the lengths to which he was willing to go to redeem us from sin and reconcile us with God. Application in our lives. As we reflect on this prophecy and its fulfillment, we are called to respond with gratitude and awe for the immeasurable love that Jesus displayed on the cross. His willingness to be smitten on the cheeks for our sake challenges us to consider how we can emulate his sacrificial love in our own lives. We are encouraged to love others with selflessness and compassion, just as Christ loved us. Conclusion. The prophecy in Isaiah 50:6c and its fulfillment in Matthew 27 verse 30 remind us of the profound sacrifice that Jesus made on our behalf. He endured humiliation, scorn, and physical abuse without retaliation, demonstrating his incomparable love for humanity. This love paved the way for our redemption and eternal salvation. As we contemplate this prophecy and its fulfillment, may we be humbled by Christ's sacrificial love and inspired to live lives that reflect his selfless compassion and grace.